Hi, Sagittarius, and welcome to your 1st of October Zodiac Taroscope short and sweet, okay? These are a little bit longer, though, Sag, just to let you know, because I'm doing spreads. I'm going to be doing for the entire month. I started with the monthly energy. Go check that reading out, okay? But I'm going straight in for the rest of the month. I'm going to be using different Halloween spread top spreads like layouts, okay? I'm using the rotten apple spread. All right, this is something I came across about a year or two ago, and I love it. I love to have it themed along with my cards. You'll be seeing a lot of my Halloween cards as well. So, and I love to talk about it in every reading. Okay, Sag, this is my Sag rising. I get very excited about this stuff. All right, so what are we talking about with the rotten apple spread? What rotten apple energy do you need to be aware of right now? I'm going to get all the cards out. There's 5, and then we're going to clarify with more tarot, and I'm going to do a little oracle card at the end. So let's just get all 5 out here. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am slowly growing. Thank you. If you are a regular that is subscribed and comes back time after time, thank you so much. I appreciate the support from all of you. And I really hope that the message is, you know what? Check for your sun, your moon, your rising. Venus, if it's about relationships from platonic to love, because, oops, let's just flip that over. Because maybe one month your sun sign or your zodiac sign may not resonate as much. And it may be your moon sign just because of, you know, what's happening around you right now. You never know. And sometimes you can watch all of them and just pull a little bit of guidance from all of them. So, you know, don't be afraid to check out your other signs. And if you need help with your rising sign, just leave a comment below, and I will come back to you, and free of charge, I'll help you figure out what your rising sign is. Now, you do need an exact birth time, okay? So that is important. But I'll do it for you if you know. All right, here we go. We have all 5 cards out, okay, Sag? So I'm just going to pile these up, and I'm going through one at a time. So what do you need to be aware of? What rotten apple energy do you need to be aware of right now? We have the 8 of Pentacles. Ooh. I may have to pull a tarot for clarification on that one. Let's see. What's coming in here, Sag? Does this have to do with someone at work? Or does this have to do with the fact that you, Sagittarius, are not having a very good life-work balance? Let me pull another tarot and see here. Because I want to say, it feels like is she tied? It's almost like she's bowing down to something. And this is the 8 of Pentacles, so it's hard work. Is she, or you, you know, are you putting in too much time here? That's a question for us. So let's see. Is it the company that's the rotten apple energy? Or someone within there that makes you feel like you are a slave to the grind, so to speak? The 4 of Imps. Yeah, see, with the 4 of Imps, I love that it's Imps, but it still is the 4 of Wands regardless. Like, that's like, I always think of it as stability, right? But this can also be, if we think of it, this card can represent marriage. And maybe for some of you, like I said, it's celebration. The rotten apple energy is you feeling, and I want to say, because someone's making you feel that way. They might not come right out and say it, but they're making you feel like, well, we expect you to have this finished by the end of the day. And it's just impossible. Like, the workload is too much. I feel like it could be something around that. Now, it doesn't have to be with work. Remember, this can be in any area of your life. It could be you at home, and you're your own boss. You're the household engineer, right? And you are striving to be the perfect mother, the perfect spouse, the perfect partner, and you run yourself ragged trying to do it, right? So remember, this can be in any area of your life. But I feel like they want you to have stability, but this rotten apple energy of too much hard work is like, I feel like it's that work-life balance, right? It's just not happening. It's just not happening. And it's going to cause problems if it doesn't get balanced out and become more stable. Now, what can you do to protect yourself from this energy? Oops. We have the Page of Potions, and that is the Page of Wands. Look at him pointing over here, okay? What I want to say, it's almost an energy, what will protect you is an energy of, there is greener grass over on the other side. That's what I want to say to you. Whatever this is, there is greener grass on the other side. Do you need to change something? Well, actually, you do. So what is it that you need to change up? If it's a job, do you need to start getting fired up and passionate here about, get your resume done up, about looking for a new position, that type of thing. But again, in whatever area of your life or how this resonates for you. And if it doesn't, check one of your other signs, okay? But I really feel like, oops, 2 came out. You know what? We'll take them both. Yeah, Hermit. Let's put that up there. The Hermit and the World. What I feel here is you need this Hermit. You need to go within and figure out where could I, how could I, what can I do, right? Because he's trying to make the perfect potion here. Look, he's got a plan. We'll call it a flow. I call it the flow chart. All right. And, he's got his mortar and pestle out here, and he's got his notepad and pen, and he's got something in the beaker. So what exactly is it that you need to do because this is potions, right? I love that. It's like, what potion do you need to create for yourself to get out of this imbalanced situation over here, okay? It has to end, right? The world is an ending. I feel like this message for you is almost what I want to say is like a heads up or a, you know what? Here, Sagittarius, it's really time for you to get serious about this. Maybe for some of you, you've known this has been going on for a while. And this is Spirit, God, Source, Universe, or whomever coming in. And I never say this, but I just looked at my clock on the desk and it's 444, getting stability, okay? But look up angel number 4442. I know I hear other readers do it, and I've never paid any attention, literally until right now, and I can't take my eyes away from my little clock there. Okay, I feel like this is the end of the imbalance, all right? You need to get things on a solid, stable foundation. And the world is coming full circle. This cycle in your life is done. The time just changed. And it's time to move forward. And now it's 445, the 5. It's time for change, okay? That's how you protect yourself from this. Because if you're dealing with a company and a supervisor or a person, there's many times that there's not much you can do. There really isn't anyone to go to. So you just may have to take matters into your own hands here and get inspired and try to discover a new way or a new place where you can go. All right. What's the lesson in here? I think we talked about it in here too, right? It's learning to take care of your own self and your own situation, right? But let's look. Is there a lesson? We have the Page of Cups. Yes, there's a lesson. The Page of Cups is that page that is, once again, very curious, but it's really tapping in to that intuition that you have. But also here, Sagittarius, it's thinking of creative ways. Look, he's a painter. He's being inspired by nature. He painted the cat, right? what different ways can you do this, right? What creative ways can you do this? Are there other creative endeavors that you could take on or opportunities in your life? Okay, look at everything. Maybe for some of you, I want to say you on the side do some creative work in some way. Can you turn that into more money in some way? You know, could you? The Nine of Imps or the Nine of Wands. Yeah, this is just like, you know what? I feel like you've been through it here. Okay? It's time for you. You've been having battle after battle after battle after battle. And maybe that is, and that's why, you know, you've been trying to get out of this rotten apple energy. And this is Spirit saying, you know what? Now's the time. You start thinking of your plan, the potion. Start getting inspired, because there are limitless possibilities out there to be discovered, and lots of creative opportunities out there. You just need to tap into it or zone in on it, right? And you need to lay down all of the past. We know you've been through it, but you just need to lay that down. You're coming up to the 10. Lay it down. You know what? And just move into a new cycle here with that World card again. Now, let's talk about additional advice and guidance. Four of Swords. Maybe for some of you, you know, we've got the mad scientist up here, the Hermit, which is going within. But the Four of Swords is also just taking a little break. And does that mean off of work or off of whatever it is you're doing? Hey, if you can, then maybe that's what you do. But it's just allowing time for yourself to lay down here and think about, to get clear about the target, I love this, that you want to hit. In this case, I think it's zombies, right? Like what is it that you can do? What is that creative opportunity? You need to just sit in quiet time. And you might do it over a number of times and just kind of get clear about, if I could see what would be balanced for me in my home and work life, or whatever area of your life, right? It doesn't necessarily mean you're out of the home working. You could volunteer somewhere or be part of a social group, right? What would that look like? Let me sit and think about that. Let me get clear about it here with the Swords. What would that look like? The Seven of Pumpkins. Yeah. This is like the Seven of Pumpkins is almost like, you know, you've planted the pentacles, you've planted the seeds, you've figured it out. And now it's like, okay, well, moving forward, you know, how do I want to take care of this? How do I want to nurture this, right? How do I want to help this grow? That's what you're going to be figuring out in all of this, okay? So that's the additional advice and guidance. It's really about, what do you want, okay, Sagittarius? What do you want? Now, if you were to follow this advice from Spirit, okay? If you don't, you know, good luck. Things just continue on, right? But if you were to really think about this reading and this advice and guidance, and maybe follow some of it in your own way, of course, what would be the outcome? And we have Queen of Pentacles. You guys, you saw these cards being chosen when I was flipping through. You will get stability. You will be grounded. Stability. It will be financial stability. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles can also represent a working parent, so that just might mean something to you. But here's what it is. You're going to be nurturing yourself now, caring for yourself now, helping yourself now, okay? Helping your family, providing for them, nurturing and caring for them, because you're going to have time. Or if it's just you and a partner, or just yourself, it doesn't matter, right? But you need to take on this Queen of Pentacles energy. Look, oh my God, you guys, the King of Pumpkins. That's the King of Pentacles. He is like her. But, you know, it's putting the hard work in, but in a balanced way. It's being the leader in your own life. It's being disciplined enough to realize, you know what, this doesn't work for me and I need to do something about it. So I need to get serious and disciplined and dedicate it to making this change in my life. But these are two very prosperous, secure, grounded, stable people. So that's what the outcome could be if you were to take Spirit's advice here. Love this, Sagittarius. So again, if you're new here, I don't know if I said that yet when I was doing the cards. I can't remember because I get on this, but thank you. Thank you for coming if you're new and subscribing. If you are a regular subscriber and you've been around since my beginning, thank you. I appreciate that too. You know what? Interact with my videos. It helps my channel. Philosopher's Stone, powerful manifestation of wishes and goals by harnessing universal energy. Maybe that's what this hermit's trying to do up here. But this is just, you know what? It's like you harness that energy. You take what's good from the world. You don't partake, I just want to say, to keep it simple, in the negative. Okay? You bring in what works for you in the positive. You bring in what's for your highest good in the positive. Okay? It is, you can make happen whatever it is that you want to make happen. You are the alchemist here, okay? It's the Philosopher's Stone. So, Sagittarius, and you actually, I love this because Sag, for the most part, I'm just going to go 9th house on you here. That's the house that you rule. And it is all about your belief systems, traveling, learning, going back to school, learning, taking courses, learning, your spiritual, your religious beliefs, right? You take all of that and you apply it to this, and look out, Sagittarius, the best of luck to you. I'll see you next time.